Good morning, it's Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, EOS, Ethereum and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages and the support resistance and pivot levels. It is Tuesday the 4th of August. Jumping straight in, looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks. Bullish start to the morning following yesterday's bounce back. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 11,209 to support a run of the first major resistance level sitting at 11,474. Support from the broader markets break out from yesterday's high that was sitting at 11,456. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect the first major resistance level and resistance at 11,500 to cap any upside. In the event of another breakout, could see Bitcoin target second major resistance level that's sitting at the 11,722 level. Fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level sitting at 10,961 into play. Barring an extended sell-off through the day, Bitcoin should avoid sub 10,800s. Second major support level sits at 10,696. Looking at the MACDs, seeing a narrowing of the bearish histogram with a bullish crossover, and we're seeing the 50 EMA begin to widen against 100 and 200. So key through the morning will be to move back through to 11,400 levels and to avoid a pullback through the pivot at 11,209. Moving across to EOS against the US dollar, it's also a bullish start to the morning. Going to need to see EOS avoid the pivot at 3.0223 to support the run at this first major resistance level sitting at 3.1425. Support from the broader market to break out from yesterday's high that was at 3.1185. So barring another extended rally on the day, that first major resistance level should cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see EOS visit 3.2 levels. Second major resistance level at 3.2386 should cap any upside, however. Fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level sitting at 2.9262 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, should see EOS avoid sub 2.8 levels on the day. Looking at the MACD, we're seeing a narrowing of the bullish histograms late yesterday and then a widening through the first part of the morning, suggestive of a bullish breakout. We're going to need to keep an eye on the EMAs, however, with the 50 and the 100 converging. So going to need to see EOS move back through to 3.10 levels to support a breakout and avoid a reversal. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, it's a particularly bullish start to the day following yesterday's recovery. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 384 to support a run of this first major resistance level at 402. So from the broader market to break out from yesterday's high that was at 399.69. So barring an extended rally on the day, that first major resistance level should cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ethereum begin to recover from the pullback on Sunday and a move back through to 415s. We've got the second major resistance level at 417 to cap any upside. Fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level sitting at 368.5 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, should see Ethereum avoid sub 350s. We've got the 38.2% fib at 367 to limit the downside on the day. Looking at the MACDs, we're seeing a narrowing of the bearish histogram and a possible bullish crossover, and we're seeing the 50 EMA begin to widen against the 100 and the 200, supporting a breakout. So a move through to 400 should bring 415s into play and then a breakout through there. Moving across to Ripple's XRP against the dollar, also a bullish start to the morning. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP avoid a fall through the pivot sitting at 30.44, support a run at this first major resistance level sitting at 32.49. Support from the broader market to break out from yesterday's high 31.95 and a move through to 0.32 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, that first major resistance level should cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ripple's XRP break out from Sunday's highs at 3262 and begin to target 33s. Should fall short of the second major resistance level at 34, however. Pull back through the pivot would bring the first major support level sitting at 2892 into play. Barring extended sell-off, should see Ripple's XRP avoid sub 28. Got the second major support level sitting at 2687. We've also got the 23.6% fib at 3134 to provide support in the event of a pullback through the morning low. Looking at the MACDs, we got a narrowing of the bearish histogram and a possible bullish crossover, supportive of this breakout through the morning. And we've got a widening of the 50 EMA against 100 and 200, also supporting a run at 32s and then a breakout through that first major resistance level. So avoiding a fall through the pivot will be key through the morning.